As of recording this video, school is out and summer is here. It has got to be my least favorite season. The heat gets downright unbearable, especially if it's hot and humid out. People expect you to go outside, sunburns, mosquito bites, and also the bugs are out. You know the ones. But hey, at least I could use this opportunity to do some more summer-themed character design. What? Is no one else thinking that? Just me? Hi, I'm Rose, also known as Day by Day Creates on YouTube. And let me just say, I think I almost unlocked something in my brain while designing these OCs. If you keep watching, maybe I'll give like some tips or something. I don't know. We'll see how good I am at giving tips. Drawing number 1. For my first outfit of the video, I decided to draw Elle. Elle's one of the magical girls from my magical girl story. For a quick summary on who Elle is, she's a hardworking, fun-loving girl who likes making new friends. More elaboration in the magical girl video. You know, I came up with this whole video idea because I wanted to do some good old-fashioned character designing. Really, the first word in my profile is character designer, yet the last time I designed a character was 6 months ago for the web fishing video. At the same time, I noticed that almost every character I have designed in who knows how long has long sleeves on their shirts and pants, perhaps. And the more I think about it, the more that's not very practical for summer. Like, my characters don't have any summer wardrobe at all. And that is a problem that I am determined to fix this week. However, as you will see in just a little bit in the speed paint here, this is very hypocritical for design 1 specifically because I do add like this little cover-up thing, which is a clothing item with long sleeves. But hey, it's transparent and the dress is short sleeves, so that's a start, and I think kind of basically a win in my book because I have to draw everything anyway. Actually, the thing isn't even a dress, it's kind of like a almost 2-piece type of thing, which is something I haven't really done much before. I just don't think about it. I don't wear that style of clothing at all, but I do imagine that it's convenient to have that type of thing on in the summer so you cool down easier, I guess. Her dress is almost like a sundressy sort of thing, but split in 2 because it's summer, I guess. She's got all these strawberry plant motifs going on that I wasn't intending at first, but Elle likes strawberries now. I don't make the rules. Through this drawing, I think I came up with a way to stylize people just a little bit more. You see, I don't like drawing the shoes. Not at all. But this is the drawing where I decided that, like, what if the shoe area was just squares, just rectangles? Kinda like how they do it in almost Minecraft, but not quite. Yeah, maybe that will work. And I mean, it kinda did. Drawing the shoes was made way easier by this. Plus, it was like a stylistic choice. In the intro of this video, I said I was going to give you character design tips. So right now, I'm here to give you character design tips. I've never given advice before. Here I go. So the main thing I did differently this time around compared to other character design videos I did is that I actually planned things in advance. I started in a Millinote board and started listing a whole bunch of things I associated with summer. I was planning to keep using Millinote the whole time just to see how it was, but after listing everything I could think of, I ran to Pinterest and immediately made boards for my 3 designs. I then used those images for inspiration, reference, and perhaps some color choices. To summarize, thinking about what you want to design and how you want to design it really helps. Shocker, I know. Back to the speed paint. I think this drawing's biggest flaw is that I made her eyes way too big. This is not what her eyes... I could do better. I also think I just completely missed the sides of her head entirely, so that explains something. To explain what's up with the hat, I tried to make it have lace like how these images have it, but straight up, I just failed. In the future, I'm probably gonna have to study the accessory I'm trying to draw before I draw it again. But besides that, I'm a pretty big fan of how the design turned out. I'm an especially big fan of the jewelry. It turned out way better than I expected. If you're curious as to what's happening in the background, I decided that having normal summer backgrounds would be boring. So instead, I did summer backgrounds, but the colors are all funky. I just think that the sky should be purple sometimes, you know? All of the drawings are like this, just so you know. Drawing number 2. Katie's up next. This was that drawing I was talking about last video that I wanted to save for this week. In all honesty, I was worried about getting her likeness in this drawing right, because ever since the original video where I redesigned her, I don't think I've drawn Katie in a way that I like better than the way I drew her for that video over a year ago. I don't know what it is. I think I just got her right on the first time or something. However, I don't like outfits that I drew for her that time. Actually, I like the casual outfit a little bit, but I think I could totally do better now. I mean, speaking of redesign redesigning Katie, I won't have to do anything major anytime soon, but I think eventually I'm going to have to put a character sheet together with all the little things I changed. Towards the end of the speed paint, I thought about how I wanted to base her animal features on real cats, like a real cat species. I decided to base Katie on an Abyssinian cat. The name will be on screen. And Mimi on the ragdoll cat. I don't know what I'm going to do with Eloise just yet. I'm gonna be honest. Talking about the outfit itself, I'm so happy with it. I like the clothing combo. She's got a little fish earring, and I think the silhouette's nice too. Somehow I managed to spend 4 hours and 34 minutes on what is essentially a kind of simple image of a character standing up, but I spent all 4 hours and 34 minutes of this speed paint absolutely locked in. For some reason it took longer, and it's not even like last time where it took longer because I drew 2 people. No, it just took longer, and honestly that's fine. I like the end result more. So, thinking real hard about a tip number 2 here. Tip number 2, I realized this while I was getting ready for this. It's very unlikely that you get something right on the first try. Trust me, I tried to do it before and ended up spending hours on okay-ish designs. Like look at last year's Katie ref sheet, like for real. I always hear about writers having to do like multiple drafts to get their desired result, but I see less people talking about it for artists. So for this video, I did something I've never done before. I did some concept sketches in my sketchbook before starting on the final product. It sounds obvious, right? That planning things makes them work better in the end. I thought I was different and I could do it good the first time, but planning things made my art better too. So imagine what it will do to yours. Here's some examples of what I'm talking about on the screen, if I haven't already put those on the screen. Something interesting I noticed. I think that this year on Art Fight, the chibies have replaced my character sheets almost? Oh god, this really is a chibi takeover, but it's not a permanent thing. I think it'll go back to normal next year. I think the reason they took over this year is that they're simple, they're easy to draw, and I gotta draw a lot of them because I wanted chibis for all my characters. But also I just realized that I didn't draw chibis for anyone in Katie's story for the longest time. Eventually I got to drawing Eloise with her brand new design, but like, I didn't even draw a Mimi chibi either. It's okay, I'll fix this soon, but it did give me a lot of time to think about Katie and her design and stuff. Maybe I'll get to that some other time, question mark. But you definitely can see that things have been changed since last time. My one complaint, my one tiny little nitpick about this drawing is that I was planning to add some white stripes to the umbrella on her shirt, and I completely forgot about them until right now. Speaking of forgetting, I guess I forgot when I was finishing up the drawing that Katie's name is Katie when I was finishing up the drawing, and I wrote her name, but her wrong name, the one she had before the redesign, on the drawing. But now I can't change it because this was a part of the drawing everyday challenge, and like if I go back to edit something about a drawing later on in the challenge, that's just like editing it past the day. The day is over. I can't really do anything about it anymore. Honestly, when like naming the character, I don't even know where the name Katarina came from. I don't know anyone named Katarina. I don't think I saw it on any name website or anything. It just kind of appeared in my brain one day? Question mark? If you like what you're seeing in this video, I would advise checking out some of my other recent videos. I have a hypothesis that YouTube maybe isn't a fan of the fact that I took such a long break between posting videos. Doesn't explain the grand return video though. Maybe it's a title thumbnail issue, but I really do think that those videos are just as good as my more popular ones. And if you try them out and enjoy those videos as well, would you consider subscribing? I plan on making more videos like that in the future. That's all, thank you. Drawing number 3. This third character is actually one I've never talked about on the channel before now. It's Celeste. She's in the same story as Irene. Celeste is blissfully unaware that Irene's in a time loop, but over time, she starts to get worried for her as Irene starts to do worse because of the time loop she's placed in. I'm just going based on vibes here, but I feel like Celeste is the type of person who would want to take her friends to the beach. I would imagine what we're seeing here is her moments before playing a game of beach volleyball. Her outfit is loosely based on this seashell bathing suit I found on Pinterest, but clearly I took some creative liberties here. I'm a fan of how this turned out. However, something bothers me with the skirt, and I don't know what. Those of you who are more observant may notice that her hair color in this drawing is different than the one in the original reference image. I think this image would be in the past, I guess, when Celeste had a different hair color maybe? I just like the color blue, okay? For actual design changes, I decided to give Celeste freckles, and also green eyes maybe? In this drawing, I did it to match the clovers on her hat. I give her a big floppy hat because I think it's fun, and I think she would like that. It would protect her from the sun. I literally just took one clover motif as like one of her hair clips and just incorporated that into this design, and I think it's good. I should do that more often probably. I had a hard time with the skirt and the skirt folds because I don't usually do the skirt folds like that. Most of the time, it's just a skirt. Also, you know the problem with Elle's drawing earlier where her eyes are too big? I actually kind of fixed that in this one because that one looked like it would be going the same way and I was like, wait a minute, there's an easy fix to this. And so I did exactly that. I chose a blue and yellow color scheme because I said this before and I'll say this again. I'm just really fascinated with the colors blue and yellow. Like the color combination, it's so interesting how it works together. Also added some oranges and greens as secondary colors, you know? Also, I had a hard time figuring out the background colors on this one for whatever reason. So I ended up making a normal background, inverting the colors, and then from there, changing the colors as I see fit. Also, I'm gonna be honest, there's like a little side part of the dress, like a little extra dress, a little extra little part of the dress. I don't know what it is. Don't ask me what it is. It's just a little accessory piece, because I guess she likes accessories. For this third and final tip, I'd say just like get out of your comfort zone sometimes because let me tell you, drawing summer clothes in like backgrounds that are not seen in real life, that's not really in my comfort zone, to be clear. And also just the fact that I'm drawing summer clothes. Consider how the art actually turned out good anyway. And if that's hard for you, you could do like a little bit at a time. Like honestly, I'm gonna really push my comfort zone a little bit by little bit. And if you do it little by little, then eventually you look back and you realize you've been doing a lot more than you previously thought you would. I think that advice was sufficient, and with that, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and or you found it helpful as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate the support. Make sure to check out my socials in the description if you want to keep up to date with whatever I am doing. This has been Rose, and you're telling me it's still going to be summer even after I'm done making this video? Aw man.